Hello and welcome to the second episode with the Jaecoo 5 Electric. In today's video we're gonna talk about the interior of the car because that's quite interesting. So let's start the fun. Let's open the door and let's talk about the quality of the door. The upper part is made of hard plastic. Only here on the handle and the armrest is a little bit soft. You got, I would say, quite spacious pocket of the door. Alright guys, so now let's talk about the seat, because usually in the all electric car you've got electric adjustment. So in this one you've got only manual adjustment, but let's be honest, that's not very important. Let me know in the comment below what you think about it and if that electric adjustment is really matter for you or not. Let's talk about the seat. The headrest is, I would say, like average headrest, okay? Nothing special, it's quite soft, it's alright. I wish that upper part of the backrest on the shoulder level would be a little bit wider. That's what I like, but everything's about your preference. But don't worry, you will find lots of room for your back. The side support, it's quite soft, so that means even you are a big guy, you will find lots of room for yourself. So the seat itself, it's also nice and very comfy, I will say. Okay, the side support is quite soft. Okay, and as you notice, we've got the standard material. It's not the leather, so that's why this car will gives you the choice between the higher top version, where you have to pay more, than the cheaper one, which is very solid, nicely designed. So let me know in the comment below what you think about it, and if that seat leather or electric adjustment of the seat is quite important for you. Alright, so as you notice also, we got here the standard in today's cars middle tunnel, which is quite big, but it's not that wide. That's benefits, and it's split on two levels. And let me now jump to the car and let's see what we can find inside there. Alright guys, I'm inside the car and I'll be honest with you, I feel very comfortable in this car. Why? First of all, that is not the top high configuration, but doesn't have that premium quality. That's my point of view, and that's why I'm simple guy. I'm driving simple car, also electric one, but this is what I'm looking for. The car which gives me good range, because look at that. You got at the moment 54% and 134 miles. That's mean you've got lots of miles. You can do without any problem over 200 or maybe 250, 40 miles on this battery. It depends of your driving style, depends of your needs, and depends on which road you're gonna use this car. I will start as usual from amount of space and the visibility, which is brilliant in this car. Trust me, it's brilliant. Okay, if you are watching my channel, you know I'm 193 centimeter tall. If you are not, please subscribe to my channel. So I'm 193 centimeter tall, and the driver's seat now is on the lower position. I've got the almost perfect position behind the steering wheel. Okay, it's right now, and so above my head, look at that. That's something like, I would say 8, maybe 9 even fingers. So that's a lots of room for tall drivers. On the front of my leg, as you can see, there is also plenty of room. And even I can go more close to the steering wheel, but I feel comfortable like that. Okay, so this part is made of hard plastic, like I said before. Actually, all the dash is made of the hard plastic. But I will say once again, electric vehicle means range. You should get at least 200 miles, in my opinion, anyway, from my perspective and my experience. Okay, and this car will give you that opportunity to get the over even 200 miles. Honestly, the hard plastic on the dash is not important, because let's be honest, nobody touched that plastic when driving. Okay, I think that's simple. Alright, so from this side, usually I'm complaining about that middle tunnel, which is too high, too big, too wide, but in this one seems to be quite nice. Okay, there's lots of plastic around, hard plastic without any soft material on the side, but that place for my feet down there is quite high, and that's mean the bones from my knee doesn't touch this hard plastic, and I feel quite comfortable. Also, I got lots of room here. That's quite nice. And let me check how much space actually I've got between this part of the middle tunnel to the panel at the door. So that's exactly 22 inches, that means 56 centimeters. And the middle tunnel is wide up to 8.5 inches, that means almost 22 centimeters. Now let's talk about the visibility. So this car has one of the best visibility to the front and also the side with the side mirror. And I will show you something. Look at that. So the camera now is on my eye level, and that's what I see around myself. Okay, so that's the view to the back, which is, I will say, great. Okay, the A, B, C, C, D, okay, let's say C pillars are quite wide with the extra window there from both sides, okay? But anyway, you've got, look at that, guys, you got perfect view to the back from the back window. And this is something what you couldn't find in many different cars today, okay? Let's go back to the front visibility. Look at that. So the camera now is on my eye level like before, and let's talk first about the A pillar. Okay, they are not very narrow, but trust me, most of the car today has wider A pillars which covered some of the view while driving, especially when you're turning right, okay? This one is, first of all, this glass is quite big, okay? Quite high, quite long. You've got a little bit space between the mirror and the A pillar. You've got beautiful, huge mirrors. Trust me, the view from the mirrors is one of the best, in my opinion anyway. Because from outside, the mirrors looks a little bit small, and I was more than sure the view will be also not that what I'm looking for. But trust me, this view on that side mirrors is absolutely perfect. A pillars, fine. View on the mirrors, fine. Let's talk about this mirror. In 99% of the cars, this mirror is too low, just because the roof, the line of the roof, is a little bit longer and too low. And this one, everything is fine. It's actually perfect. Look at that, guys. So from my perspective, okay, the camera now is on my eye level, and that's what I see. That's the visibility between the lower part of the mirror and the lower part of the windscreen. That's huge visibility. Lots of beautiful place on the front of you. Also, as you notice, I can see over half of the bonnet, which is great. The dash, hard plastic, forgot about it, but it's not that long. It's quite short, I will say. That's why you've got lots of room and the cabin for the passenger and also for the driver. That's the camera, and let's be honest, the camera looks absolutely great. Okay, it's not full HD, this is something like SD, but the contrast, colors and brightness is absolutely fine. So the lines, of course, works together with the steering wheel. That's the view to the front. Okay, you've got the 3D also. That's great. Okay, view to the front, to the back. The back view is a little bit wider, but the camera is a little bit higher. But anyway, you can see everything what is behind your car, especially when you put the reverse mode, and now that's the properly view through the back. That's the view on the side. That's the front wheels and the back wheels. Let's talk about the steering wheel, which is okay, what I don't like that piano black. You know me, so I'm not fan of this kind of stuff, but you can find the piano black also here on that panel and here. And as you notice, I cleaned that before, but you can see some dust already, okay, and a little bit scratch even. So that's not good example of the design inside the car. But we don't have any piano black in this part. That's great. Most of the car has also piano black on the middle tunnel. Okay, let's go back to the steering wheel. Of course, it's multifunctional. Of course, the gear stick is on this side, like in our Omoda, Jaecoo and Cherry cars. Most of the Chinese car has the gear stick, like in the Mercedes, on the steering wheel. Thank you for manual adjustment of the mirrors at the door panel, because the other cars today, the, let's say, modern car, you will never see something like that. You need to adjust the mirrors from the main screen, or just customize the button, the steering wheel, to this function, which is wrong in my opinion anyway. On the front of you, you will find the screen, and this screen reminds me the screen from Xpeng G6. It's also not very high, but it's quite long. But anyway, it's very visible. You can see everything what you want to see in that screen. You got all information on the right side about your mileage, your, I won't say fuel consumption, electric consumption of course, time, and everything what you're looking for. All right, so that's your car with a radar, with a cruise control, and many other things while driving. That's gonna be changed of course, and your speedometer, your power, and the other stuff like the safety adjustment. I will try to show you everything while driving on the next time. Hopefully I will drive the car and I will tell you something. But let's talk about the middle tunnel with a huge screen, lots of details, lots of function here. So I will go on that on my third video, just to show you everything step by step. Everything is made of hard plastic. You've got something like place for your phone, but definitely in this configuration that's not induction charger. It's not here, not here, and I'm more than sure on the higher configuration you can get that induction charger on the one of the side. I'm more than sure it's this one. Then you've got two cup holders, and you've got the armrest switches. Okay, it's made of very, I would say, hard, cheap plastic. Okay, if I can say something like that. But anyway, below that fake leather, you will find something like even 4 or 5 millimeters of tough foam. That's correct. Let's open the armrest, and then you will see quite big and very deep storage, which is made of hard plastic anyway. Okay, so let's take a look at this storage or compartment on the front of the passenger. And this, I will say, on the average size is of course finished with hard plastic, nothing special. But like I said before, you've got something for something. Good price for cheap interior, but with a long range. So you have to decide what you like. I prefer something like that than lower range and high quality interior. That's my opinion anyway. Middle tunnel is split on 2 levels. On this level here, hopefully you can see that you've got USB port C and USB standard one, and should be somewhere 12-volt socket, but I can see, yes, it's here, a 12-volt socket. Hopefully you can see that because I cannot manage. And let's talk about the seat once again. I don't want to say too much, but trust me, they are very comfortable. I said before from the beginning that this should be a little bit wider at the shoulder level, but now after sitting a few minutes in this car, I can say everything is fine. It's quite good. I'm not missing that leather on the seat. I'm not missing that. I like it. Let's talk about the upper part. As you can see, you've got already buttons which are for higher configuration with the glass roof. This one doesn't have a glass roof. All right, and you've got LED light. Yeah, okay, you need to switch on, turn on like that by the hand. Are the standard sun visor, nothing special, even without an extra light around on the side. But let's be honest, how many times have you used the light from the sun visor? I never use the light on the sun visor because I'm not using any makeup stuff. Maybe that's important for the ladies. If some girls watching my video, please let me know in the comment below. To be honest with you, after I'm gonna take this car for drive, I'm more than sure when I'm gonna finish pay off my Aura, maybe I'm gonna choose this one because I feel quite nice in this car and very comfortable. Okay, so let's go. That's all about the front. Let's go to the back and let's see how many room we can find sitting. I can find for myself sitting behind myself. What is also more important, just look at that. This part of the car is covered by the door. That means you will always jump to the car with the clean trousers. Doesn't matter the weather. This part will be always clean from the front and also from the back. Okay, when I'm here Let's talk about the quality of the door. So that's not surprise you, that's standard. The quality is exactly the same like at the front. So that's hard plastic, and a little bit soft armrest with the handle and smaller pocket at the bottom compared to the front. Alright, so let's talk about the seat at the back, which is very flat. Okay, you can see that seat is designed for 2 adults. Okay, you've got the space for the third person at the middle, but that will be definitely only for some kids, right? And you've got the isofix for your child. You've got the one pocket, another pocket, air vents, USB standard one, and you've got almost flat floor. I don't know if you can see that properly. Maybe not, it's too dark, it's a little bit dark in this car, but there is something like a middle tunnel, like ½ inch, something like that. Okay, so let me jump inside and let's see if I can manage seat behind myself. And alright guys, look at that. I'm 193 centimeter tall, and over my head I got exactly 4 fingers. 4 fingers is lots of room. Right at the front of my leg, okay, I've got lots of space. Let's be honest, okay, my knees are touching that back side of the front seat, just because I just moved a little bit to the back seat to get more space at the front. And as you remember from the beginning, when I just take a right position, I said I can move forward with this driver's seat. So that's mean I will get more space right now, but anyway, I can travel like that without any problem. I will say enough space for my feet. Apart of that, you've got the handle, you've got the LED light handle also. There's one hook, there's another hook, and like I said from the beginning, let's be honest, for 2 huge adults like me, that's enough space here. And for the short distance, you can manage one slim child, all right, between 2 adults. That's the second video of the Jaecoo 5 electric. Please let me know in the comment below what you think about this car and what you think about the configuration and this version, because that's very important. Like I said from the beginning, you prefer to pay for high quality design in the interior but lower range, or you prefer longer range but cheaper quality of the design. Let me know in the comment below, and please watch my other episode with this car. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, take care of yourself and your 4 wheels, and see you next time.